So, hi guys. To any of you out there, if I say the name Prowl, Ratchet, Ironhide, Smokescreen, Mirage, there'll be a certain group of you, a certain generation of you that will go, yay! Thundercracker, Skywarp, Starscream, Megatron. You're now knowing these names. Optimus Prime, all the classics. These are the Transformers, and the original ones. The animated series, the original Generation 1 toy range, which is something I grew up with, and Michael Bay has ruined. But anyway, you think about it. There was a meeting somewhere. Some guy sat in an office somewhere and said, what do kids like to play with? And one of them said, well, they like cars. And the other one said, yeah, but they like robots. And one said, well, we like planes. And the other said, yeah, but we like robots. And somebody else said, they like Walkmans. And somebody said, yeah, they like robots. Okay. And what a great idea. I mean, you know, these people that thought of it, it started off as two different companies. Takara and Bandai were making robot toys. And clever old Hasbro, the American company, or Hasbro, depending on which side of the Atlantic you're on, came along and basically took both sort of things, combined them together. The original 28 figures were bought from a company called Sunrise, who were making them in Japan as the Cybertrons and the Decepticons. Hang on, let me reread that. Deceptrons. Of course, Hasbro got hold of these, got Marvel Comics involved, and that was the clever thing. They created characters. They made what were just basically toys into something that had character. It was a very clever time, because up until then I think most toys, for a long time were just, you know, like G.I. Joe, Action Man, whatever you call him, was just a doll. Star Wars figures, yes, they were characters, but they were based on a film. But this was a toy range. I mean, He-Man did the same thing. Transformers. You know, it was different. They took G.I. Joe, the little figures. I mean, that had a whole history to it. Marvel got involved with Transformers and G.I. Joe, made comics, which were brilliant. I used to love those as a child. And what a great idea. I mean, there was some in there that, like I said, Soundwave. What kid nowadays knows what, other than ones that watch Guardians of the Galaxy, what kid knows what a Walkman is? And a cassette. But back then, they were the coolest thing. We all had them. And, I mean, Soundwave was brilliant. And they made the great animated series, which just made it even cooler. Bumblebee, Ironhide. And that was a strange thing, because these were toys that were made. One of the ranges had little pilots in, so there's little pilot seats in them. If you watch the animated series of the Transformers, and Ratchet, Ironhide have heads, but when you got the toys, they were like a set of legs with like a windscreen with a driver's seat in it. And I remember getting one as a kid and thinking, this is the weirdest thing ever. That's not like it is in the TV show. I do know that companies now, Hasbro, have made very expensive toys of these things. But yeah, it was a great time. 1984. And another one of the great things of 1984. You Google films of 1984, there's some great things in there. And this is another one of them. It's fantastic. The sound, Robots in Disguise. What a great tagline for a toy range. Transformers, Robots in Disguise. The theme tune to the TV show, if you're of a generation, the phrase da 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 means something to you. Oh. But that's the brilliant thing about it. I think it's something that's missing from toy ranges these days. We don't have that same affection for them. But Transformers were brilliant. What a great invention. Thank you, Hasbro, for going out there and creating such a great thing. even to the thing that the boxes. I remember I got my first Transformer ever was Optimus Prime. And I went in, it was near my birthday, and we went into a store in the town where I live, and they had it on the shelf, and I was blown away by it. And my dad said, you can't have that because it's your birthday soon. So he bought me Thundercracker instead. But when I went out, he went back to get something and bought Optimus Prime. And it was kept for my birthday. But I had the plane, and they were brilliant. And what a great idea. They even had the thing on the back where there was like a little bar, like red lines up and down on it. And you got a little piece of red plastic, like acetate. And you used to hold it over it, and then you could read that Optimus Prime had that strength, that weakness, that. It was brilliant. What a great idea! I have books of like Transformers history, and it's brilliant. And they were my friends as a kid. You know what I mean? I dive so deep into those. We used to, as an English person, we used to get a different Transformers comic than the Americans did. So Marvel were doing it over there, and then Marvel UK was doing it. And Marvel UK's comics now are cherished by collectors. And I've got, I think, a reasonably full set somewhere. Seriously, if you get a chance, find them. I don't know, they'll be on the internet somewhere. Or graphic novels or something. Find them, read them. They are brilliant. So, that's it really for this. I hope Luke and Mug enjoyed this. I hope Finley enjoyed this. If you want me to talk more about Transformers, this was just a little soup song for you. If you want me to do more about them, let me know at the bottom. Leave me some likes, some thanks, some whatever you feel like. The more subscriptions I get, the better. Yeah, we did lose a subscriber this morning. I did shed a tear, but we're over it now. No, I don't want a pickled onion. I'm fine. So, like I said, if you enjoyed this, give me the subscriptions, give me the likes, give me the thanks, give me the phrases, yeah? And remember, I'm here for you. Have a great day, a great night, and I'll see you.